We back. We back again. Back to do this skit idea. I always skit ideas. Roughly go over a lot of stuff that just go over a lot of stuff that we're gonna be doing. Stuff that's planned, um, it's a lot. It's a lot that's gonna be going on. Uh, but I actually I don't think I have. Do I still have? This is what? This is part two. So, oh no, something got on my book. Okay, I was about to say. Hold on, man. I had to wipe my book off. I thought about, I actually thought about reading some of the books as well by chapter. And I think that would be lovely. That would be lovely to do. So I'm thinking about doing that. Let me go to my Twitch. Let's reconnect. Let's reconnect on this computer. And go here to Twitch TV. And yeah. We are rocking. I see we good on computer. A little delayed, but we're gonna see how the sound go on that as well. But yeah, I'm actually thinking about doing some readings of some of the books. What's up? Thank you for tuning in. What's good? Yo, and a lot of people haven't had the chance to buy any of the books that I do and I have written. And some of these I do plan on doing something with. Skit movies, of course, we talked about, but it'll be turned into major projects. I said a lot of the books really haven't had the chance to get to see, and I'm thinking about doing some readings from some of these, especially Streetwise. And the Mecca, oh, that joint there is fire. So, we always start out with music. I gotta open it up. Let's see. I don't know what song we're gonna start out with, but there are a ton of monologues that I do have. So, we will start out with that, but also for anybody tuning in and the future viewers that check out this video, there's nothing that you can't do. The only thing stopping you is you. You the only one stopping you. If you had a dream, don't let it go to the grave with you. I deal with PTSD, back issues. I'm out of the military med board. But it doesn't stop me. Nothing should stop you. And what's up? What's good, y'all? Thank y'all for tuning in. For those that missed the introduction and what's going on, going over my projects, my future projects. Like I said, I got my books, Falling in Love with Death. Definitely check this out. Y'all can find me on Amazon. Y'all can find the books. Napoleon Thompson, Falling in Love with Death. Love Bug Chronicles, Falling in Love with Death. And I know a lot of people haven't been able to check out a lot of the books that I have. So I might be doing some readings of the books. And this is my poetry book. I have those as well. Also, And as I've said with my other ones, working on skits, this is part two. I have my other volumes. I have the Mecca. I have some other volumes that I'm working on as well, but I'll be doing a reading. I'll probably be reading 2 chapters, a chapter. Thank you. Thank you. And Grits and Butter, look, y'all check them out. I don't know how to do Rage yet. I don't know how to do the, y'all be hooking it up. I'll be checking out y'all stuff. Y'all be putting in a check out. I got to do shout outs. I do shout out by word. I'll do it like that. But when I start out my streams, it's a lot for us to go over, a lot for us to talk about. And mainly, before I start playing my music section, I want to talk about this one because this one is about a soldier named Daniel who has PTSD from war. And, oh, no problem. Y'all always show love. The fact that y'all rocking with me right now, I appreciate that. For real. Real talk. Like, Saint, hey, I always mess the name up. First Jenners. I always mess the name up, but yo, thank you for the love. I always mess the name up. First Jenners. I thank God for him, for meeting strong, blessed leaders like y'all. Cherry, you a beast. You a beast on the vocals. Y'all check out. Y'all gonna get to check out on the skits with the characters that I created. I created Singing Sally. I'm not going to spoil it. When y'all check out the live podcast that we do, the skit podcast, imagine in living color with a podcast. That's what we doing. Already. Thank you for the follow. For real. I'm going to make sure I follow you back by the end of my stream. But basically, Daniel meets Victoria. Victoria, she was raped, and she has PTSD from that. So both of them have PTSD, and they find peace within each other. But they have to deal with the outside world. So this story it's a combination of seeing them go through that pain together of Daniel's late night terrors and her back and forth because it's hard for her to trust completely because she's been through something. The guy forced her. So now she's meeting Daniel, who has his issues of mental issues of trust, of brokenness, of lack of emotions. And when they find peace within each other, the world gets in the way. And the story gets deep. It gets so deep. I wish I could tell y'all all of it. But what I might do is start doing some readings. And if y'all would like that, I don't know if I can do polls on Twitch. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes. And if y'all interested, I might actually do a reading today. I'm actually thinking about doing that as well. But I always start out with a monologue. And these monologues was freestyles that I used to spit from my heart because of the PTSD that I deal with. It's be weeks where I wouldn't eat because I'm not hungry. Lack of sleep. It could be anything that I'm dealing with. So yes, it is deep. It is deep. Daniel contemplates suicide. And I shouldn't be telling y'all this, but y'all get the first dibs. I have part 2 of this. And in the later versions of the book, Daniel contemplates suicide while she contemplates solidity, where she's just by herself and cuts everybody off. So I'm creating part three, and part three is kind of it's difficult because it's painful for me, because writing those type of stories and seeing it makes me tear up because it's real. It actually happens. I'll give you example. I'll give y'all an example. When I got back from Afghanistan, um, one of my homeboys, we got back. We had unpacked and all that. He said he was gonna head to his house, see his wife, and when he got there, his wife was with another man. So he shot both of them, and he's in jail in Germany. He was in jail in Germany. I don't know how long he was locked up for, but we both dealt with PTSD. And when he got back, he shot both of them. Both of them. Like, cold, no feeling. It was crazy, the whole event, but it's plenty of stories I have. Another instance, I was at home. I was on living on base. Cops had came by and passed by my house. I was wondering what happened, and a guy had killed his wife by accident because he saw her as the enemy. And that part for me, knowing how serious a mental disorder can be, was one of the reasons why I wrote that book. Because a lot of us deal with issues, but we don't talk about them. We keep them to ourselves, and nobody knows. Yes, yes. And in that right there is the reason you it's so many people who deal with different types of PTSD, and it keeps us from getting close as we should to others, or be moody, or up and down, or it's so many symptoms. And with that being said, that's the reason for this book. And matter of fact, I'll read a synopsis that I've made for it, so that way you'll get an understanding of it as well. Excuse me. Welcome to the world of romance, love, and pain. Daniel, a retired soldier who served his country and is a successful engineer, seeking to be the best person that he can be while dealing with PTSD from war. Daniel met his other half, Victoria, who also deals with some form of PTSD, much like Daniel, but a different type. Victoria, successful photographer. When Daniel and Victoria met each other, they were overcome with such peace within one another, but at the same time were engulfed by the war on the outside of each other. And that's why, I want to do a movie on that. I even did a full whole live movie script. Like, I did the movie script for that. But as y'all know, it's tedious. It requires the money, the people, the equipment, and I'm like probably at C to Z. I ain't gonna say C, probably like L, maybe M. And I got to get to Z to get there. But my monologues were freestyles of me and what I deal with. So I always play some. So y'all can check out the vibes and check out the vibes. Y'all, I'm working with my computer, so Y'all might hear the mic in the background. I'm still working with it. Just my fourth string, so y'all work with me. It's picking up other interference. Hold on, y'all. What is that? What is that? Let's mute you again. All right. Mute. Having some technical difficulties. So, I do have YouTube. All right. And y'all get to view it. But the monologues, I was hoping I could play them off computer, but that's okay. I just have to go to my music videos. No. Matter of fact, I'll give y'all a live performance. How about that? I'll give y'all a live performance. That would be even better. Where'd I put my... There you go. Yeah. Y'all, I'm on my way to 1,000, so I think I'm on like monologue 959, so it's been a while. So much on my mind. Been thinking every day, going through things in every way. So much pain moving through me. Can't sleep, can't eat. Trying to move, but don't have the confidence I'm supposed to have, so I'm dealing with it. But the cane keep cutting me. The pain keep cutting me with a knife. You can feel the tension when I'm standing on stage, trying to get my lines right. Will they listen to it? Will they know that I got it right? But it's okay. Still moving through it, trying to make it. But the pain keep killing me though. But I still keep moving through it. So, have you ever had a dream where it was living in you, and all you could do was feel it, and you felt it every day, but the struggle took over? You didn't have food in your refrigerator, and you was trying to figure out what tomorrow led to, but that dream was there the whole time. And God said you could do it. All you had to do was make it there. What would you do? Monologue, little sample. It's normally it'll be a lot better, but this is coming off the top. It's always off the top, but this is coming like out the blue. Since I ain't got the music to give it to y'all like that, if y'all don't mind, I might spit a little bit more poetry for y'all. Emotion the poet. So, let me see. Let me find a beat. Let me find a beat that I like. Hold on, y'all. I'm particular about my instrumentals. I love instrumentals. I believe they bring something out. I know they do. Not that one. That one got a little hook to it. That one got a little hook to it. I don't like that. Okay, what we got here? Let's see. Let me go to my instrumental list, y'all. Alright, and look, I got about 529 instrumentals. I did about, thank you. I'm about to give y'all another one. Give me a second. I have 529 instrumentals on this. I did 900 monologues, and it's about 900 something freestyles. So what y'all heard, I have a lot of. So this one, Rose Petals. I'm gonna call this Rose Petals. When I took a walk in the field, I saw so many flowers, but it was one that stood out. It was the rose petals. See, every time you walked, you left one. When you were hurting, you left a piece. And every time I picked it up to put it together, I try to find your heart. Even when you pushed me away, it only made me love you more. See, I guess that was a part of life I had to find. The definition of being a man. It wasn't about what I could afford, and that was good. But what could I give you of my heart to help you heal and put them rose petals back together? Because you're a beautiful rose petal. When you blossom, you leave a scent of heaven. And I love to smell it. Just to be around you when you smile, it brightens my day. After I've been broken down and I feel like I can't make it anymore, I can look into your eyes and get inspiration. It's nothing like when you find a rose petal, because that means she cares and she left something for you to find of her. And I guess that's why I'm so in tune with you. The way you sway when you walk, the way you stand up straight, your presence, your essence of royalty. I love to be around it. I want to live and die with you, grow old with you, until you get mad at me because I have attitudes all the time, because I'm so old and grumpy. Can we do that? But until then, every piece of rose petal I'll put together until you love me. Is that fine? There we go. So, what y'all think? Good? Good? Oh, thank you. Thank you. Well, y'all see why they call me Emotion the Poet. Thank you. Thank you. When I do my poetry, it's like I really get into it. I really get in tune with what I do. Thank you. Thank you. Cool. Word. That's love. You made me feel like I'm at an open mic again. Yo, it made me feel like I'm at an open mic again. And honestly, y'all, I don't know. It's like, it be times I be wanting to cry, I be wanting to break down and go through it, but when I speak, when I'm in my mode of poetry, it's like another side of me comes out and I get peace. And I guess that's why I said the dream for me. Yes. And I thank God for that. I thank God for that I could grow to get to that point, to mature my gifts to where I could get to that point. So, and that's why I was like, I'll tell y'all what. And you know what? Poetry mood from my poetry book. It was a special one. It was a special poem I wrote when I was thinking about suicide. And sometimes I always come back to this poem. I guess because, like I said, we all go through it, but sometimes we don't talk about what we going through. Sometimes you can have a loved one. I've seen married couples, friends, all kinds of people go through it to where they're dealing with something so deep that cuts them, but they never talk about it. So this was when I was going through it. Like, really going through it, suicidal, all that, like really just there. So this one is called The Reflection of the River. I threw a rock into the ocean. Then the river formed a reflection of me. This reflection of me was dark, but had a little bit of light. I saw a man whom had a fear of being great. I saw a man who was tall but felt small. Even though he had a burning fire that fueled his heart, he still ran from his destiny. The man I saw felt less of a father and more of a failure. See, the rocks was all of my failures that left dents in my heart. But they slowly helped form a stronger reflection. Now the man I see stands into something greater than himself. Y'all, it's deep for me. Now the man in the reflection has a stronger belief in what God put inside of him. The flow of the river flows regardless of what tried to block its flow. It still decided to flow. The reflection of a river decided to follow God's destiny. So, like, that poem, I was in a dark place. I was in a dark place at that time, like really trying to figure it out, you know. But yeah, I'm glad I did. I wouldn't be here with y'all getting to where I want to be, you know. And y'all, excuse me, I knew I could chat on here, but with computer, I'm still getting used to this. I believe it. Honestly, with this generation, even with this generation, the generation of, even I say for men, it's like, we're taught to always be strong. Always be strong. Don't show no weakness. Don't show no emotions. And I ain't gonna say that for everybody, because I know everybody has had a different, raising. But of a man, I think in this generation, good men and a man, and you got a king. I feel like there's three of them. And it's evolution. Because age don't determine maturity. And I guess that's the part for me and that's why I dig where you coming from with that. That's why with my son, and honestly, I didn't even think we was going to get on this topic, but since we talking about it, my son, that is my thing. Like, it's not just about opening doors. It's not just about opening doors or sending flowers to work just to surprise her. It's more so about being genuine, loving that person enough to where you help her heal, you help her be the best her that she can be. And that's and to be the best person that she can be, the best queen that she can be for a man, is to elevate her. It's meant to elevate her to where, not to where she feels like she's better than other queens, but to know her worth. To not settle for less. And we're not taught that though. But see, that's not something regularly taught. listen to the music nowadays. My son gets mad at me when I don't listen to the rap music like that all the time because I don't like women called B words. I don't like when you calling them HOEs or talking about you can do this to them, hitting another one. That's not my stilo. That's not my stilo. So I don't feel like we're setting the right tone for manhood. We're setting the tone for boyhood. It's a bunch of boys. And I guess when it comes down to it, thank you. I guess when it comes down to it, it's like, I don't know, how can you, if you have a mom, for any male that has a mom, how can you sit here and subject? And I even used to be in the clubs. And it's not wrong with it, but it's just, I guess, I'm trying to articulate this right. I can't put myself in the category of desensitizing or putting something down when I need to be building the worth. I need to be building the worth of what I'm seeking to do. So that's what, and matter of fact, I'm in a poetry mood, y'all. We're going to talk about a woman's worth. A woman's worth, value is priceless. See, they say and mention peace, but you don't know true peace until you've met a true queen. See, what is a king without his queen? What is a kingdom without that peace? That love. The love that can love you past your faults and still see the greatness in you. That's divine. That's something that you do not see every day. It's once in a lifetime. A woman's worth, she can start a war. She can end it. A woman's worth can do a lot. It's priceless. And for younger men, older men, you find that queen, hold on. Cherish her. Treat her. Show her that she's one of a kind. And when I find my queen, if it's you watching that and I end up meeting you and we end up making it and we growing old together, know that I will put you first, but not in a negative way. In the way of knowing my peace is protected with you. You are my peace. When you're mad, my day's mad. It's gonna be bad. When you're happy, my day's gonna be heavy. So, a woman's worth is priceless. And I say that because I mean it. So every woman on this and every woman that checks this out, that gets to hear this part of the poem, don't forget your worth. When you take your step with so much confidence that you change your environment. When you speak healings that heal broken hearts, because you can do that. A woman's worth. Okay. Y'all, thank you. You know what? I'm going to try this typing thing. Hold on. Oh, okay, hold on, y'all. I don't know how to do shout outs. Thank you. Okay, yeah, okay. Y'all, thank you, Grits and Butter. Thank you. You know, and being on this topic, and I guess for me, it's another book I also wrote that I do not have with me currently, but it's called The Narrow Path. Applying an old school foundation to a new school generation. My grandma, she was married for 70 years. Grandpa passed away. She put me on game. She put me on game on what made her stay. When he left, not left, but when he was doing crazy stuff and all that. What made you stay? What is the strength of a woman to be so strong to stand when you don't even feel like it? And she gave me that. She put me on game. So I put it in the book with the knowledge. I love this instrument. This is my favorite, but yeah, so she put me on game. And I also learned from my previous marriage. I was married for about 4 or 5 years when I was dealing with PTSD. When I came home from downrange, and I started dealing with stage 1. I was punching holes in walls. I was forgetting stuff, anger issues. And she was there for that. And things happened. And I got to learn other things of a man's emotions, controlling those emotions and other things that I really had to learn because of the mistakes that I made as a husband, as a man, that I input today to make sure the next man that has a wife that's messing up doesn't make the same mistake I made and lose something priceless. So it's called The Narrow Path. And I put in relationship tips that I had in there. I wish I could remember a lot of them I had, but that was the first book I ever wrote. And that was early 2000s. Not early 2000s, but couple years before then. So like I said, I wish I could pull this up to show y'all the picture of it, but yeah, The Narrow Path, that's another book I did. And that book, I say that's like a self-help book. I take it in for myself, and I really wrote it for me, but I know it can help somebody else. You know, so yeah. Let's see. So that is the goal, the objective though, for this stream that I'm gonna be doing, to be able to do skits, skit movies, might do poetry, might do readings. It just depends on what I want to do, what I decide to work on at that time. As you can see, jack of all trades. So we're going to have fun with when I go live, we'll do these podcasts. Some Fridays we might be doing the skit podcast I told y'all about, with the flavor of In Living Color, with a mixture of a podcast. So, and I know some people, shows my age, but some people might not have seen In Living Color. You know, they don't know some of them old shows. So some do. So, yeah, we definitely, the flavor is gonna be dope. Create my own characters. It's gonna have the comedy feel with that flavor that In Living Color had, like that live flavor, and I think that would be dope. Like I said, with the skits as well, you know, that's a good thing. I work with youth. Also, I help with youth, so I'll be doing school drives. I'm gonna be doing events for the youth. I'll be doing some my riddle games giveaway for the youth. I've been working with youth for years now, since the military. But I'll be doing a Riddle Games trophy. I'll be giving that away and probably do a around the world contest for them. So I'll be actually putting up on that, to post that, let y'all know when I'll be giving back to the youth, to see if anybody want to help, want to be a part. If y'all doing something for the youth, let me know so I can promote. I see that, that's my key purpose in life. I love what I do and everything that I do. But my youth, yeah, that's something really, I really take the heart and work 300% harder to get done. So, yeah, I'll be doing that as well. That be of course a future, that's gonna be some future things coming in. Hopefully, I'll be able to get some of my youth involved in skits, or even my big goals is to write skit movies for youth as well, and what they go through. So one step at a time, not trying to do everything all at once, but the goals is there, and where I want to go, what I want to do to get there. I don't know what's going on with my mic issue, y'all, but I did want to do something from the computer for that. But I did want to show you something, but yeah, it's cool. I'll get to that later. But yeah, youth, I really want to say this with anybody that come on here. Been working with you for some years now, so even with the connections, if y'all got connections of certain things, I might go on here and ask, anybody know that might have some connections in this area that can help with the youth event or would like to give back. So, which is really one of the things that this platform I feel should be used for me. For me, it's not about financial gain. Followers, I'm not worrying about. It's important, affiliate, but I have a purpose, and I want to use this platform for a purpose. I'll be doing my sermons. I might post my sermons from my studies. Like I said, I know I'm not gonna have the funnest, the most exciting, but I want to do a life-changing podcast. So the skits and stuff is good, and I'll be doing that, but I want to do a life-changing podcast for every person that looks at my YouTube, that looks at the video. I want them to be blessed. I want, after looking at it, you get motivated to go harder. You get motivated to find self-peace in the midst of your inner storms that you don't talk about. I want to do that. I want. So it's gonna be so much that I plan that I'm gonna be doing, that I look forward to. I look forward to talking with y'all and getting. When I get this, you just chat, y'all can cuss me out right now. I know I ain't chatting. I'm trying to get used to this, y'all. It's my third, fourth stream. I'm on here. I'm on the thing, so like I said, thank you. But when I get used to where I can go on here, check out Grits and Butters, or Kiwi 5, I can't wait, cause I'm gonna be showing y'all love for real. And if y'all got businesses, when I do my school drives, I will link with y'all to help promote. If it's anything that y'all want to get out there, when I do my events for the youth, when I'm doing certain stuff and events, or when I'm doing my podcast or my skit podcast, and we do our shout outs, we shout y'all out. I'm gonna make sure we shout y'all out. And if it's anything y'all got that y'all want out there, definitely let me know. I know it ain't the best. It ain't a lot of promotion. It ain't a lot of the best promotion for y'all that I know I ain't got the biggest. But when I do these events and y'all wanna, you know what I'm saying? Y'all, if y'all got books, y'all got music, y'all got anything that y'all want out there that I can help with, let me know. Look, reach one, teach one, help the other. So like I said, thank you for the y'all just poets. We done skip moving in. Be devil, speaks, motive, finance. What's Will? How y'all? What's going on? We rock. Yo.